The Industrial Revolution ushered in a new era that threatened to transform the values of men. No longer would spirituality be their compass.
I just realized my mic was muted.
But not all welcomed the change. In 1783, just as the fires of the Laki eruption had plunged all of Europe into an ashen darkness, a horde of demons spilled from the shadows and fell upon city after English city. It was a message. The Alchemy Guild, fearing the rise of industrialism and abandonment by their wealthy patrons, had done the unthinkable to defend their existence. Through recondite arts, the alchemists had created shard binders, humans transplanted with crystal that attuned them to demonic power. They sacrificed the shard binders, and in doing so threw the gates of the world open to demonkind. Countless innocents died, and though the church succeeded in vanquishing the Hell's End, a steep price had already been paid and collected. As for the shard binders, they were presumed to have all died in the sacrificial rite. However, two survived. Jebel, a boy for whom by some miracle the rite did not prove fatal. And Miriam, a girl who was spared the rite altogether on account of the strange slumber that took her just before it could begin. 10 years have passed. Mankind too soon forgets tragedy.
That sucks.
The demons have returned, presaged by a great castle. And on this very hour, Miriam awakens. Upon learning Jebel is the architect of this new, bloodstained ritual, Miriam and the alchemist Johannes set forth for the accursed castle. Their galleon cuts through the water, lancing towards the inevitable.
Yes, guys, I'm here. My mic has been muted almost the entire time. I'm sorry about that. But welcome to Bloodstained, Rituals of the Night. Dying I have been to get into this game. Now, I believe there's more talking up ahead, so I'll be quiet again.
Johannes, are you certain it was...
Oh, I have to...
It was Jebel's doing, Miriam. No mistake.
It's so hard to believe. I wouldn't even be alive if not for him. He's a good soul.
I know.
Apparently not.
I know how you feel. But the facts are apparent.
Really?
And the hell he endured 10 years ago would break the best of souls. Miriam, I want you to know that I'm sorry. What my brothers subjected you to, there's no forgiving it.
It was their transgression, not yours. You You always took care of us.
Interesting.
Obviously, not enough.
Well,
Close enough.
let it go, Johannes. We need to focus on the task ahead. If Jeeble is responsible for the summoning, then I have to stop him. I gave him my word.
I ought to do it. He was my best friend.
But I'm the only one who can. The shard experiments prepared me for combat. Let them amount to something. 10 whole years. What put me in that sleep?
I like how the text isn't finished.
I wish I had the answer.
Probably do.
All I know is the spell that stopped time for you was advanced, arcane. But by observing the ebb of the magic's hold on you, I was able to predict exactly when you would wake up.
Oh, I see.
We'll make landfall soon. You should get ready. I have the chest there, packed with essential equipment. Now would be a good time to put it on.
Indubitably. That chest there. Okay, there it is. Main menu. Equipment. Weapon. Okay. Daggers or shoes? Daggers or shoes, guys? Daggers or shoes? I think I'm gonna go with shoes. Yeah, we shouldn't have anything else. Okay. Shards, we don't have anything of. Inventory. Nothing important. Archives. Yikes. Wait, oh, demons, items. Items. Oh, okay. Okay, I see. So it's a full-on
Good.
completionist.
You're prepared. The next order of business is to...
It's a full-on... Good. It's the what? Sorry.
I'll take care of it.
Yep, I will take care of it. Hi-ya! Shard binder. Crystallized form of demon power cannot be handled by an ordinary human being. Press triangle to trigger projectile magic. Consumes MP. Cerulean splash. Launch a bouncing ball of water at enemy.
Is that a shard?
I'd forgotten the way it felt. Like uninvited claws scraping across my bones.
Nice.
The demon's power
Very
was
nice.
transmuted into that shard, which forcibly bonded to the crystal embedded in your body. The strength you gain from it is undeniable, but eventually, the crystal will devour you.
I thought the procedure you discovered halted the corruption.
It did, but that doesn't guarantee you'll be safe if you start absorbing shards in massive quantities.
I know my body's limits better than anyone, and I'm going to need all the power I can
I'm a
get.
horrible human being. So
If I
far,
run
this
into
game
trouble,
looks
you
great.
can help me. You've done it before. You'll do it again.
Nice assumption.
Thanks for giving me a choice in the matter. Well, I won't let you down. Not if I can help it.
You're gonna be the evil villain at the end of all this.
Promise you won't push yourself.
I. Oh.
How did they get
okay.
inside?
The demons from the castle must have infested the ship.
Then they can help me wake up these muscles of mine. I'll wipe the deck with them.
Oi, oi, Captain. Oi, oi, Captain. No, I'm just kidding. Let's do this. Got him. Enough. Nice. Okay. I'm just trying to get used to the controls. Candles can drop a mana rose. When destroyed, a mana rose is a magical rose that suddenly replenishes MP. Cool. Can I destroy these? No. Okay. This reminds me of like a 3D Mega Man game almost, except that it's not at all. I don't know how to slide yet. Hi-ya! Hold down. Jump higher. Oh, okay. I see what else we can do. Hi-ya! I'm hearing that. Consume items can be potion. No. Inventory. Potion. Cool. Probably didn't need to waste it there, but
This
I did.
device responds to magic. Maybe I just need to hold my hand up to...
Maybe I just need to hold my hand up to it. Yeah, give me a second. These are certain doors that are opened by holding Miriam's arm in front of it. Tilt R in the designated direction. That's... Oh, okay, you gotta point it up with there. Whoa, where the heck am I? Oh, I'm over there. I'm only using magic because I don't think it's gonna be that effective. Apparently it is. Wow, this ship is disgustingly destroyed. I can't quite hit you yet, so we're gonna... Okay. Oh, okay, there we go. The tunic. Can I equip that? I can. Good defense. Good hustle. Actually, wait, I think there was a chest I never got. That's so busted. Another potion. Okay, yeah, that's what was in the other chest. I got the other chest. So there's a way this way. What? I can read? So that I found the existence of the following attributes: slash, thrust, strike, fire, ice, thunder, light, dark, poison, cure, and stone. Why was stone so far back? Whoa. Save your progress here. We'll go over to the bench and tilt. Nice! I'm gonna go ahead and do a new one. 0.90% map completion. Jesus, dude. Yo, this game is sick though. Like, I'm really. Whoops, wrong button. I'm really liking the look of this game. Go through this way. I'm gonna break all the candles. Ow! Oh! Directional shard. Aim with R and press R2 to activate. Cast magic toward the aim direction. Consumes MP. Flame cannon launches a fireball in the designated direction. Shards. Flame cannon. Change. Wait a minute. Okay, but how? How do I... Okay, but how? Oh, wait a minute. R2, my guy. That was quick. I think that the magical verse. There's a chest over here. Get out of my face, dummy. Alright, I do want to go back up here because there's a couple of things I missed. Dun. You know what? I have a feeling we'll be back up there. I'll grab it later. Oh, you're gonna be seeing a lot of this during this series. Alright guys, I am so sorry. If you guys enjoy though, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button down below if you want to see some more. Hi. Oh god, I did not want to go down this far. How did you hurt me? Get out of my face. God, the background and the foreground thing is what's slaying me right now, honestly. Oh god. Oh, I leveled up. Not an awkward time for that. Apparently they get one shot. That's good to know. Galleon map, full map. Oh, shoot. Oh, we're zooming. Okay. Grab that coin. Do you mind? Do you mind? Got him. Oh, there's a crafting system. I'm usually not too keen on those kinds of games, but I think I'll get over it. Short sword. We are going to go ahead and equip that. Okay, I see. Okay, so the weapons you use do change your combat style. That's good to know. Get out of my face. Gotta remember that. Another save room. Alright guys, this has been going good so far. I do want to point out something that's really cool, is that this game started out as a Kickstarter game, and nobody thought it was going to become true, and when it did, the creators of the game put in cheat codes. There are cheat codes in the game, but you gotta do it as soon as you, like when you name your character. Like when I said Miriam, when I made it, even though I wasn't talking. Ow, do you mind? I don't know where you went, but that scares me. Oh, what the heck? Whoa, okay, I see. Hey, oh, yes! I did it. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be, honestly. Teabag him. Sorry, I'm probably ruining this game for a lot of people. Okay, I need to find a way to get up there. I feel like it's gonna be shard we're gonna learn. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, no, you come. Metroid! I'm just kidding. I'm not fighting you again. There you are, Metroid. Metroid, you have it. Hey, get over here. Alchemist? A single-use solvent that is used to break down transmuted materials. What is that gonna do for me? Let's find out later. One. Bronze kind of. It's all more materials. This game is sick, actually. Like, I'm really liking this game. Oh, I am not liking that, however. Yeah, I am not liking that, actually. How that whole, hey, let's bust through the wall. I'm sorry, excuse me, what is this? A claymore? Yeah! That's kind of sick. Yeah! Yeah! Okay, so if you're gonna use a claymore, get used to using your really coins for a super potato seed. Oh, there's a farming system too. Or get used to attacking slow, or learn how to use magic, because it's gonna be a thing. Like right here. Oh, I am low. Equipment. Nope. Nope. Inventory. Please tell me I have more. I don't. Sweet. An essential ingredient when making dessert. don't have anything else to heal me. I need to start playing this game the right way. Otherwise, I am going to die. Make room. Okay, go down here. Magic. Okay, so it's not like in another game you use the sword that you can extend. Hey, I wasn't even close to you. Get your withering limb out of here. Hairband. What does this say? Headband. Hairband. Defense 2. I think it was intelligence. It's funny. Oh, a couple of chests. Right one? Skitoon. A gun can be shot by equipping a consumable bullet. When you run out of the... Okay. I'm assuming that's just telling me that when you run out of that type of bullet, you're screwed. Soft point rounds with no penetrative ability. It's just never deplete, however they are quite weak. We'll try those out for right now. And it shoots smart.
Take this!
God, that shoots so slow, but it works.
Take this!
Yeah, I don't like that. We'll try the special rounds. Where I ended up with. Apparently, I just wasted one attack.
Take this!
Yeah, I'm not liking that so much. We're stick with the short sword right now, honestly. I'm gonna die, I swear. Let me check out the map. There's one room I didn't cover here. I gotta figure out how to get to it. Looks like I can head back up and search the rest of the galleon, so I think... Wait, there's waypoints? Mini-map editor. Oh, okay, that's what that does. Okay. Down next. Oh, no thanks.
Take this!
That works. That works real well. So you're chaining the chest with a rusted ring. Assuming that goes into accessories. Rusted ring defines one condition, gone one. Oh, there's this thing. Where is it? Oh, God. Jesus, that hurt. No, stay away from me, dude. Yeah, get out of here.
Take this!
3, oh God.
Take this!
Yeah, that don't work too much for me. Just trying to see if I can't spam it. Okay, so back to the claymore we go. To the claymore we go. Save room. Save your progress. New data. Uno momento. Ayun. Ayun. Okay, go through this way. Oh, Jesus, dude. I don't have... Oh, I do have the HP. So 3 hits to play more subjects, so it's gonna do this. Excuse me. That kinda hurt. Am I not doing that again, please? I need to go up. Oh, because I didn't go up last time. I see. Just trying to fill the map and get out of my face. I think a sword slash would stop them mid-jump. Okay, get out. So we just walked from one side of the ship to the other. Yup. Give me my MP back. There's a... Oh, duh, right here. Demon door? Excuse me, what? Oh, this is where I was supposed to go.
So, Sleeping Beauty, you've decided to awaken.
Alucard? No, I'm just kidding.
Jeeble, tell me you didn't do this. It doesn't make any sense.
How does it not? After all the sins humans wrought upon us?
Johannes told me what they did to you. And you're right, it's horrible. But what you're doing now is just as bad.
No! No, there you are very wrong.
What
the alchemists did was reshuffle our bodies.
What?
What I intend to do is reshuffle the world. I'd say I've earned the right. Join me, Miriam. You're the only one who understands the pain I feel. What it's like to no longer be human.
What? I never thought I'd hear those words from you. I was the one that came to you broken. Convinced I was a monster. And you told me...
This is nonsense.
You told me our power doesn't make us good or bad. Our choices do. I'd given up on my humanity, but you restored my hope. Don't you remember?
Don't you remember?
Master Jeeble, we must return.
Yes. Miriam, I tire of reminiscing with you. You're here to kill me, aren't you? Then first prove you can find me. Along the way, you'll have no choice but to absorb shards and avail yourself of the powers of hell. If you can still claim to be human at the end of it all, then perhaps I might be more inclined to listen. Come, Gregory. We're leaving.
Jeeble, wait!
That's kind of tight. I like this look. That I don't like. Oh dear God. Huh. Oh my. Oh crap. Okay. Do I have to get a... Owie, that kind of hurt. 36. I'm backing up the... Oh, God. Okay. Got a game over on the first boss. I think that's where we're going to end this episode off. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later, mates.